All right, welcome back. Hour number 2 here on a Monday. Chris Brown, Steve Tasker, pleased to be joined by edge rusher. Maybe you heard of him before. His name's Von Miller. Von, good to have you.
Howdy. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Let's begin here because it's been evident to us that your trademark burst is readily noticeable in the practice setting. Do you feel any different than you felt, at this time last year?
Yeah, I feel different. I just feel like myself, I would say. Mm-hmm. After coming back from ACL injury, you kind of think about it a lot. I think no matter how much I tried not to think about it,
right.
It was still on me subconsciously. Mm-hmm. And this year is just not there, and I'm able to just move and jump the snap and play football like I normally would.
Yeah, you can give people an idea, because we hear all the time about ACLs, and it's a long road back. And the grades, the physical stuff is one thing. The mental stuff's another. I didn't go through an ACL, but I went through 5 operations myself. Yeah. It's just a process you got to go through before that you feel normal and don't think about it. And it takes and that's basically what the problem is, more than the physical part, right?
Yeah. It's always a mental aspect whenever you're trying to recover from any injury. You had 5, but it's always a mental aspect that comes with being a pro again.
Right.
Rehab and playing football in a controlled setting is different, but playing real football out there where the bullets are live is a totally different story. And, year 2 on the back end of that, I feel good. No, I like to think, optimistically. I like to think best case scenario all the time. And, first time I tore my ACL, I came back. I had 14 sacks.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to do it the same exact way. I'm going to attack rehab the same exact way. I had the same mindset going into the second one, and it just didn't pan out like I thought it would. And, everything happens for a reason, and nothing in life is a coincidence. And I got a new appreciation for, football and my love for it at 35 years old. And going into year 14, I feel good. I feel good where I'm at.
How long was it before you could go out practice and not have to come off the field? I mean, you probably still do some physical stuff, but before it wasn't the one and only priority for you know what I mean? You get injured, you come off, and every time you take a rep, whether you take a play, finish a practice, it's like, okay, how'd I hold up? Are you at the point now where you don't even think about it again?
Yeah, I did have 2 ACLs on one knee. That. I mean, that's the reality of it. But I think for me, I just, surrender to the outcome. If it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, it's not. And I just attack every single day with everything I got. I put all my energy into it, whether that's on the football field or off the football field. And whatever God has for me, he has for me, and what he does, and he does. And I love this game. I love being out here. I still feel like I got a lot of football left, and I just come out here and I attack it that way. And, everything else that happens around that, I'll just let God take care of that.
Yeah. So I don't have to tell you, in this offseason, there has been veteran turnover on the defensive side of the football. You're one of the holdovers that's still in the fold here defensively. But, I mean, we can run down the list if we want to, but the back end is a lot younger and a lot different. What do you believe, because I realize you haven't played a preseason game yet or a regular season game, what do you believe is going to be the identity of this defense?
I think, any good defense, I think, defensive line is the tip of the spear. Matt Milano and TB, they're the chiefs on this defense. And we have a really good secondary, have a really, really strong secondary, have 2 of the best corners in the league. So we have to all play in unison. And it's about playing complementary football. We got Josh Allen on the other side. If we can get some turnovers, if we could be top 5 in turnovers, like we have been, traditionally here, and not allow any deep balls, we'll be good. We'll still play, our signature style of defense that, Buffalo Bills fans are used to seeing. And like I said, it all starts with the defensive line, tip of the spear. Greg Rousseau is going to have a huge year. AJ Epinesa is going to have a huge year. And I think, Ed Oliver is our shooter this year. He's our point guard. I can expect, 10-plus sacks from Ed Oliver, maybe even 12-plus sacks from Ed Oliver. And if all those things can happen for us, get some turnovers, give Josh Allen a short field, it doesn't matter who we have catching the ball over there. It doesn't matter who we have running the ball, who we have blocking. We got Josh Allen and the guys over there. They're going to be able to make something happen.
So you said it, you're 35, so you've been around the block at least twice. I mean, you got 3, right? So new defensive coordinator, Bobby Babich, and you've learned from some great ones. I mean, give us a synopsis about how it's going to be. What the vibe in the room is, how Bobby is. Give us a little. I don't want to say a critique of what Bobby's like, but give us a synopsis.
Bobby Babich, he's been a great coach for a really, really long time. And I wouldn't even say he's a new
Right.
the new defensive coordinator, because he's done so many things behind, the scenes on getting his defense together, whether that's with the linebackers or the safeties. He knows his defense inside out. And I think most importantly, he knows how to get guys going. He knows how to get guys to respond and go out there and put their best football forward. It doesn't matter what you call up. There is no magical play out there. There is no end-all, be-all defense that's for any offense out there. You got to prepare the guys each and every week. You got to have the mindset right, and you got to be able to motivate guys and get guys going each and every week. And that's what Bobby Babich does great. He brings the energy each and every day. He's smart. He's intelligent. He's tapped in with what the offense is doing on the other side of the ball, what we want to do, what we're trying to accomplish, and he knows how to get the most out of the players that we have here.
I know when you first signed with this club, you knew coming in, this is a rotational system. As much as you want to be out there, you know they're going to roll people. Now, at this point in your career, do you have a best formula to get the most out of Von Miller over a 17-game season? What is that in your head? What's that formula look like?
Just give me a couple of series. Of course, I still got that dog in my heart. I want to be out there. It's hard for me to sit on the bench and see the other guys running out there without me. I still got that in me, but, you got to put the team first, and it's bigger than me. And, I want to win a Super Bowl, and that's the most important thing for me. I got to put my own personal ideas and the things that I want personally to the side. I want to win a Super Bowl. I want to win 3 Super Bowls, and that's the most important thing for me. And for me to be able to contribute to this defense in a way that I know I can, I got to have some rest, and I got to be able to start, series 2. Not just third down, not just first down, but, you let the guys go. After the first play of the game, it really doesn't matter who starts the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a part of the flow. I'm going to be a part of the ins and outs, and I'm going to be a part of the rotation. And when I'm in there, if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, it's not. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make it happen, though, for sure. But, at the end of the day, I can only control so much. But I'm feeling good, and everything that I can control, I got it tight, and I'm ready to play football.
So the only thing we've known about you here in Buffalo, we didn't know you as a young player. We had watched you from way afar, and as you've gotten to this point, you showed up in Buffalo. You were kind of a mentor, kind of an old head, one of those guys you've been around, and guys come to you and say, hey, how's this go, and what do I do here, and what's going on here? So you've seen a lot of guys come in. Tell us a little bit about the young guys here, Javon Solomon, Kingsley Jonathan, guys like that. And we know Greg Rousseau, A.J. Epinesa are going to be part of the mix. But these young guys who've come in, we've seen bursts from them. Yeah. And, there's a reason they call young guys, they got fresh legs. Yeah. I mean, they look like it. So give us your idea about the young guys that are in your room now.
Javon Solomon, he reminds me a lot of myself.
That's what I thought, too.
He's a lot stronger than I was.
Is he?
He's got 11-inch hands.
Yeah, he's a lot stronger than I was. He can bench press the whole house. But he reminds me of myself. We spent time this off season. He's a good dude. He's a good dude off the football field as well. Like when I introduced him to my sons, they just naturally gravitated towards Von. It was like Uncle Von all over.
Isn't he closer in age to your kids than
yeah, 100%. I think I'm
maybe not.
I think I'm 15. I think I'm 13 years older than the guy. But when you start playing football, all this stuff goes out the window. But he has a really good burst. And whenever you're looking at young pass rushers, that's one thing that you can't coach. You can coach up, technique on how to play the run better. You can coach them up on fundamentals and all that other stuff. But you can't coach just raw instincts and burst. And he has all of that stuff, and along with Kingsley as well. This is his 3rd year in the league, and he's coming on nicely. And they both have a really good burst, and they really have a really good bend around the edge. All the other stuff, you can coach them up. You can give them a cross chop. You can give them a long arm. You give them speed to power. But the 2 things that you need to be a great pass rusher, they already have those 2 things naturally.
I know you said that you believe there are big things ahead here for Greg. Why? What is going to be different for him this year as opposed to the previous couple of years?
I think it's just more shots on goal. I mean, when I first got here, I thought, it was time for Greg, and he's definitely showed bursts of that. I think it's going to be a little bit more consistent. He's all of 6'12". He's
right.
all of that.
He's a totally different pass rusher than you.
He's all of 6'12", and if you look at all the other guys that's 6'12", from Myles Garrett to T.J. Watt, to the longer guys, he has all of those things. He can play first down, second down, third down, fourth down. And if you want to go to a fifth down, he can do that too. He's able to knock balls down. He's able to create separation with his long arms.
Kick inside.
He has move. He has speed, the power. He has everything that you need to be a top pass rusher in this league. It's just putting together and running the stats up. But as far as raw ability and what you look for in a prototypical pass rusher, he has that.
So one of the things that we're watching in the media out here, because I don't think they've decided yet, Sean McDermott did a masterful job of calling the defenses last year. And that's why he got a head coaching job, because he's really good at it, right? And him and Bobby have been going back and forth, and I'm sure he's going to give Bobby a chance to call those defenses. Why don't you give us because we know you guys are going to go out and play defense, and you always marvel at all these, quirky offensive play callers and all that stuff. But a defensive play caller, can you give us an insight as to what kind of difference that makes for you guys? When do you notice a play caller's like, wow, this guy's getting it?
For me, I'm so tapped into situational football, time, placement, where we are in the field, what the offense is trying to do, score. And when I have a defensive coordinator that's thinking the same way that I'm thinking, you can kind of feel like, because they're not on the field, they're not actually, playing the game, but when you can kind of predict what they're going to call next, that's where I feel like I'm tapped in. And Bobby is like that. Bobby is a really intelligent coach. I really don't think he's going to be a defensive coordinator for long. He has a very, very bright future. All of these coaches are really, really tapped in when it comes to football and scheme and being very intelligent on what the game shows you and what there is to do. And Bobby Babich, he might not be a defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills for long. He's super bright. He has everything that it takes to be a great coach.
Last one I got for you, Vaughn. Preseason's coming up. I know Coach takes input from vets like, hey, what do you feel you need in the preseason to be ready for the regular season? What do you feel you need in the preseason to be ready for the regular season?
For me, I practice hard. I practice harder now than I ever practiced when I was younger. It's only so much. It's only so many things in the game that you can do. I'm, for just chilling out there, but at the same time, I'm a coach's dream. If coach wants me to play, in the preseason, I will. I'm not gonna fight him on that. But me personally, I think I'm good. It's only so much tread that I got on the tire. It's only so much that I got.
Save it for the ones that count.
It's only so much that I got left, and I would like to spend that when the bullets are for real. But at the same time, I practice hard each and every day. I come out here, I practice like it's a game. My heart beats in all these little situations that we have on second down, first down, third down, fourth down. Like it's a real game. So. I don't think it could get any more live for me by putting on an actual jersey and being in the stadium.
Vaughn, we wish you good health and a lot of production this year. I hope you stack them on one after the other. Right?
Yeah, me too. I appreciate you guys, and I would like for that. I would like for that to happen too, man. Coming here, we had a lot of big dreams, and I had those big dreams, and I want to go out there and get sacks and end the game and close it. I want to do all those things that I came here to do too. And if it's for me, it's for me, and if it's not, it's not. But I firmly believe that it's my time. I put in all the work.
You were there as well when you saw a big turnover when Peyton became a Bronco.
Yeah.
And you were on the cusp of that for a handful of years before you got there. And then when Peyton got there, it's like, okay, and we got a chance. And now you're on another team that's got some turnover, and you feel like you got a little younger, a little more athletic in the back end. You got linebackers that are going, and your offense has still got that guy. I mean, you got to. You really have to feel like you're on the cusp of another one.
Yeah, we've been on the cusp. We've been on the cusp here for a long time, and back to the Peyton days when Peyton Manning first got there in 2012. That was supposed to be the year that we won the Super Bowl. It didn't happen for us. That was the Maha miracle with Jacoby Jones over the top. Second year was an even better year for the Broncos. Peyton Manning broke the touchdown record. I think he threw for 54
your offense
touchdowns.
was unbelievable.
We go to the Super Bowl, and we lose to the Seattle Seahawks. The next year, we reloaded again, and we lost to Andrew Luck in the divisional round. And then we had so much turnover going in the year 4 with Peyton Manning. And he was on his way out, and everybody was saying, does he got it? Does he still got it? Can he still do it? And we ended up chaining everything together, going to the Super Bowl again and winning it. So it's just about having more shots on goal. And the key piece of that is having a great quarterback, and we got that. And we got to do everything around him to support him and put him in great situations. But it's the Josh Allen show here, and it's been like that for a long time. And all these other Super Bowl contending teams, they got quarterbacks, similar to Josh, but it's our time, and we got the one to do it for sure.
We're looking forward to seeing some
Vaughn.
Von Miller scenes on defense as well this season. So thanks for the time as always. We appreciate it. That's Von Miller joining us here on One Bills Live.